Good morning. Mr. Clerk?
Good morning, Mr. Mayor. This meeting is being held in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-6 at SEC, notice of which was sent to the record in the Star Ledger and was posted on the municipal bulletin board.
Okay, roll call, please.
Councilman Battaglia?
Here.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino?
Here.
Councilman Sims?
Here.
Councilwoman Grayman?
Here.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino? I'm sorry, excuse me.
Better.
I'm here twice.
Mayor LaBrance.
Here. Would everybody please rise for the flags? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, we have no minutes to approve today. City Manager's report, please.
Happy New Year, everyone. I'm pleased to announce that we have a short report today, right before we come into the new year. We had an emergency boiler repair that was done over the weekend. We had to close City Hall Thursday and Friday, unfortunately, but I can assure you that the employees are very happy. It was a success. They're in the building right now doing a little bit of the balancing because some areas are still a little colder, some a little warmer, but overall it was a success. It was done on time and within budget. The other thing I'd like to announce also is that our new clerk, who's going to start next Monday, is here today. I'd like to introduce everyone to Deborah Carlson. I'd like to welcome her aboard.
Welcome.
She, just as a side note, she was with the city, I believe, 7 years ago, and she's a Hackensack resident, has decided to come back and assume the position of clerk. And the last thing is, I'd like to let the mayor council know that our thoughts and prayers go out to the Stasi family. Tony Stasi, an employee of the DPW for about 17 years, had a stroke at the end of last week over the holidays. He's in Hackensack Hospital. He's out of intensive care. As of yesterday, he was still bleeding internally and was paralyzed on one side. I reached out for the family and told them that they have our support. Anything they do need, we're there to help them, and they were very appreciative. So I thank you and have a happy New Year.
Thank you. Okay, resolution 516-13, debt services.
Resolution 516-13, debt services, whereas the date of this resolution is subsequent to December 20th, 2013, and whereas principal and interest will be due on various dates from January 1st, 2014 to December 31st, 2014, inclusive on sundry bonds issued and outstanding. Now therefore be it resolved that the following appropriations be made to cover the period January 1st, 2014 to December 31st, 2014, inclusive in accordance with NJSA 40A:4-19, debt service, City of Hackensack, payment of bond principal, $1.815 million, payment of bond interest, $800,000, payment of bond anticipation notes, $1.635 million, payment of emergency notes, $183,000, payment of interest on notes, $73,835, wastewater treatment bond principal, $273,000, interest, $77,500, Bergen County Bank Loan Program, lease payments principal, $132,500, interest, $13,500, Green Acres Loan Program principal, $19,665, interest, $8,611, debt service, public parking system, payment of bond principal, $150,000, payment of bond interest, $40,000.
Can I get a motion, please, or roll call, please?
Motion first.
I'm sorry, can I get a motion, please, to accept
I'll
this
offer.
resolution? Sorry.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Battaglia,
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino,
Aye.
Councilman Sims,
Aye.
Councilwoman Grayman,
Aye.
Mayor LaBrance.
Aye. Okay, next resolution is a budget transfer, resolution 517-13.
Resolution 517-13, budget transfer. Whereas various year 2013 bills have been presented for payment this year, which bills were not covered by 2013 budget appropriations, and whereas NJSA 40A:4-58 provides that amounts in excess of appropriations over and above the amounts to be necessary to fulfill the purpose of such appropriations may be transferred to appropriations deemed to be insufficient in the last 2 months of the year. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Hackensack that the transfers in the amounts of $12,000 be made between the year 2013 budget appropriations as follows. $4,000 to public building and grounds, and $8,000 to recycling.
May I have a motion, please?
I'll offer.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Battaglia,
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino,
Aye.
Councilman Sims,
Aye.
Councilwoman Freeman,
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. Next on the list is a resolution number 518-13, emergency boiler repair.
Resolution 518-13, emergency boiler repair. Resolution authorizing an emergency contract for the replacement of the steam boiler in City Hall. Whereas the City of Hackensack has an actual and imminent need to replace the steam boiler in City Hall. Whereas the city sought and obtained quotations for replacement and installation of a new boiler from the following companies: All County Mechanical Contracting, $57,850. Allied Boiler and Welding LLC, $41,500. CJ Vanderbeck and Son, $35,980. Whereas it is a recommendation of John F. Flanagan, Project Manager, City of Hackensack, based on past experience and references, that a contract be awarded to CJ Vanderbeek and Son, INC, in the amount of $35,980 for the following scope of work. And then we have 12 issues related to the replacement of the boiler in City Hall. Whereas pursuant to NJSA 40A:11-6 of the New Jersey Local Public Contracts Law, the city is permitted to negotiate and award a contract without public advertising for bids and bidding therefore, notwithstanding that the contract price will exceed the bid threshold, where an emergency affecting the public health, safety, or welfare requires the immediate delivery of goods or the performances of services. Whereas when authorizing an emergency contract, the official in charge of the agency wherein the emergency occurred shall notify purchasing agent in writing of the need for the performance of a contract, the nature of the emergency, the time of its occurrence, and the need for invoking emergency contract pursuant to NJSA 40A:11-6. Whereas pursuant to NJAC 5:3-4-6.1, in order to authorize an emergency contract, an actual or imminent emergency must exist requiring the immediate delivery of the goods or performance of the service. The need for the goods or services could not have been reasonably foreseen, or the needs for such goods or services have arisen notwithstanding a good faith effort on the part of the contracting unit to plan for the purchase of goods or service. And the contract shall be limited as to meet only the immediate needs of the emergency. Whereas by memorandum, the project manager, John Flanagan, notified the interim city manager of the existence of the emergency need for replacement of the boiler caused by leaking below the water levels and in the steam head, resulting in the shutting down of safety controls. Whereas the project manager advised that without replacement of the existing boiler, the equipment would not last through the winter months. Whereas an inoperable boiler is a danger to the public health, safety, and welfare. Whereas the City Council finds that an emergency situation exists for the need to replace the steam boiler, and whereas the City Council further finds it to be in the best interest of the city and its citizens to authorize the emergency contract with CJ Vanderbeck and Son in the amount of $35,980 for the purchase and installation of a new steam boiler. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Hackensack in the County of Bergen and the State of New Jersey that an emergency situation exists for the need to replace the City Hall steam boiler. Be it further resolved that a contract is hereby awarded to CJ Vanderbeck and Son for the purchase and installation of a new boiler not to exceed $35,980, and the city chief financial officer is authorized to pay properly completed vouchers up to such amount. Be it further resolved that the mayor, acting city manager, or other appropriate city official is hereby authorized to execute a written agreement with CJ Vanderbeck and Son pursuant to the terms herein and a proposal submitted in connection herewith.
Okay, may I have a motion, please?
Offered.
Offered. Second. Seconded. Roll call, please.
Councilman Battaglia,
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino,
Aye.
Councilman Sims,
Aye.
Councilwoman Freeman,
Aye.
Mayor LaBrus.
Aye. I just want to take a moment out. I wanted to thank the city manager and everybody involved in getting this done so quickly. It's not that easy, especially this time of year, to do a project like this. You know, we had to close City Hall down for 2 days, and we're able to get this done in a very short amount of time at a what I think was a very reasonable price. Moving forward, hopefully we won't need another boiler for a long time. One of the things I spoke to the city manager about is, preventive maintenance on some of these, like this boiler, because I know the old one was pretty filled up inside, and I know there's measures that could be taken to
They actually offer a service contract, Mayor.
Yeah, and that's something I
think
think we need to look at. We put that type of money into something, we need to see that it's maintained properly so that we get the most out of our money for this. Thank you again. Now we have
One more.
one more. Here it is. Resolution 5/1913, elimination of Human Services Department.
Resolution 5/1913, resolution authorizing the City of Hackensack to transfer the Department of Human Services to the County of Bergen. Whereas pursuant to the provisions of NJSA 44:8-107 at SEC, the City of Hackensack maintains a Department of Human Services for the purpose of providing general assistance to individuals. And whereas NJSA 44:8-145.1 provides that a municipality may transfer the financial and operational responsibility for administration of general public assistance to the county in which it is located. And whereas the governing body of the city, after review of the Department of Human Services, has determined that it would be in the best interest of the city to request that the County of Bergen be responsible for the financial and operational responsibility for the department. And now for let it be resolved by the council of the City of Hackensack as follows: that the city shall transfer the financial and operational responsibility for administration of the general public assistance to the County of Bergen, and that the Department of Human Services in Hackensack shall be eliminated. And I apologize, I believe that the second page has been cut off here from the resolution,
Right,
from the packet that you have.
Yes. May I have a motion, please?
I'll offer.
Second.
Seconded. Roll call, please.
Councilman Pataglia.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino.
Aye.
Councilman Sims.
Aye.
Councilwoman Greenman.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrosse.
Aye. Okay, now we have consent agenda. I think we have 2 items on there.
That is correct, Mr. Mayor. The following items are considered to be routine in nature and will be enacted in one motion. Any items requiring expenditure are supported by a certification of availability of funds. Any item requiring discussion will be removed from the consent agenda. All consent agenda items will be reflected in full in the minutes, including any exceptions and/or additions. The first is Resolution 520-13. It's a CDBG grant, barrier-free curb cut for Lodi Street, between Green and Polyfly, including Lexington, Liberty, and Old River. And the second one is Resolution 521-13, which is for the same streets. It's a CDBG grant regarding road resurfacing.
Okay, may I have a motion, please?
I'll offer.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Pataglia.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Canestrino.
Aye.
Councilman Sims.
Aye.
Councilwoman Freeman.
Aye.
Mayor LaBrosse.
Aye. Okay, at this time, like a motion to open the meeting to the public?
I'll offer.
Offered?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, if anybody from the public would like to speak, now is your time. Please come up to the podium, announce your name and your address to the clerk. Seeing none, I'd like to get a motion to close the meeting to the
Offer.
public. Offered?
Second.
Seconded? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, at this time, the meeting is closed to the public. At this time, I find it necessary to go into closed session. I have an issue that's a attorney-client related, so I'd like to go into closed session. Will we have to come back out to close the meeting at that point, or?
You do not, Mayor. We can
Okay.
just go into closed session and then adjourn from there.
All right, very good. Thank you. All right, meeting's closed. Thank you, everybody, for attending. Everybody have a wonderful, well, let's go. Mr. Battaglia, you have anything you'd like to say? No. Okay, Mrs. Canestrino?
Everyone have a happy new year, and we welcome aboard our new city clerk.
Mr. Sims?
I want to thank you all for your support. It's been a challenging and successful 6 months. I'm looking forward to great things in 2014.
Ms.
New
Greenman?
Year.
Thank you. Ms. Greenman?
Thank you for attending. It's been just like it's been said, it's been an exciting, challenging, I think successful 6 months. And we appreciate your support, gentlemen. And we welcome the new city clerk. We're going to call her Debbie, the good Debbie. Happy, healthy, prosperous new year for everyone in the city. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I too want to wish everybody a Happy New Year. I want to send my prayers and well wishes out to Mr. Stassi at this time. As the city manager mentioned, is in the hospital. We should all give him our best wishes and prayers. Hopefully he gets back on his feet as soon as possible. It has been in my opinion, a very successful 6 months. What this council has been able to accomplish in 6 months has been really unbelievable. The city's taking on a whole different look. City's going to be taking on a whole different direction. And I think it's the right direction. And I'm very happy with this council and what we've been able to achieve. Very proud of everybody. Everybody's working hard. And the new people aboard, Mr. Rottino, filling in as interim city manager and also working as our director of economic development. And all the employees that are on board with what we're doing. I want to give my thanks out to them and wish everybody a Happy New Year. And thank you for attending today, and best wishes. Thank you.